If you're not aware of the rumors, 2025 looks like it's shaping up to be a huge year for fans of the single-player Elder Scrolls games, specifically for Oblivion. Not only do we have the impending release of the massive fan-made Skyblivion mod, which is expected to be finished sometime this year, but it's looking more and more likely that the rumored official Oblivion Remaster is all but confirmed and could be here before we know it. Let's break it down. While the fan-made project to run Oblivion inside of Skyrim's engine, called Skyblivion, has been on everyone's radar for years at this point, rumors of an official Oblivion remaster started to circulate back in 2023. An ex-employee of a game studio called Virtuos posted a leak on Reddit detailing multiple projects in the works from their studio. If you're unfamiliar, Virtuos is a studio known as an external developer for other companies, and they've worked on several remasters of older games, including titles in the Dark Souls and Final Fantasy IPs. One of the projects detailed in this leak was a remake or remaster of The Elder Scrolls Oblivion that would be coming in late 2024 or early 2025. The leak also states that they're planning on using Unreal Engine 5 to graphically remaster the game. The poster's identity as an ex-employee was confirmed by the moderators of the Reddit post, leading to the credibility of this claim. That being said, I'm not usually someone who puts much stock in these kinds of leaks, but not long after that was posted, another leak happened that, in my opinion, added a ton of credibility to these rumors. During the FTC lawsuit over Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, there was an internal company document that Microsoft accidentally leaked containing names of unannounced projects, including an Oblivion remaster. The image in question was from a 2020 internal presentation showing a roadmap of releases slated for the next few years, including games we've already seen like Redfall and Starfield, as well as games we haven't like the Oblivion Remaster, and looking to the future, a possible Fallout 3 remaster as well. Obviously, a lot has changed since 2020, and a certain global pandemic caused titles like the Indiana Jones game, originally scheduled for 2022, to be delayed by multiple years. To add to the credibility of this particular leak, Xbox head Phil Spencer released a comment basically confirming that the documents were real, though the information in them is old and their plans have evolved since then. So at the very least, this confirmed that the remaster was planned or in the works with Bethesda at some point. Now, if we fast forward to more recently, as we approach the January 2025 Xbox Developer Direct, even more rumors have been flying around. I myself am not super in the loop on particular industry insiders and leakers or their track records, but the online consensus seems to be that the following rumors have some credibility at least, so I'd say they're definitely worth mentioning here, but take them for what they are, speculations and rumors. Back in December, Xbox leaker Xstasis stated that the rumored Oblivion remake is real and could be announced at the Xbox Direct event in January, though he later changed his tune as the latest prediction is that we won't see the announcement yet. It's definitely a 2025 release, probably sometime in June, so they'll likely hold off on announcing it just yet. Other posts on Reset Era from insiders seem to confirm the project is definitely a thing that will release in 2025. Jez Corden replied to a tweet asking what else can we expect from Xbox Developers Direct, saying Oblivion Remaster, but also clarified that that was just an opinion, so who knows. Then we have this rumor alleging the Oblivion remake is confirmed for a June release. And then we have this that was shared on X. It's a screenshot of a Virtuos developer's LinkedIn page citing an unannounced Unreal Engine 5 remake, which apparently after this image was shared was removed from the LinkedIn profile. How curious. There's certainly a lot of buzz around the Oblivion remaster, but that's not all. Just 10 days before the Xbox Developer Direct, MP First dropped this article covering information they learned from the website of a former Virtuos employee who apparently worked on the Oblivion project from 2023 to 2024. This leak makes some detailed claims, such as confirming that the game is a full remake in Unreal Engine 5, and brief descriptions of gameplay systems that will be somewhat reworked, those being stamina, sneak, blocking, archery, hit reaction, and the HUD. This article also mentions that according to insider claims, which they collaborated with their own sources, I think they meant corroborated here, Oblivion won't make the cut for the January Developer Direct announcements, but could be released in June of this year. So what do we make of all these rumors? Well, there's a few things that seem to be consistent across the board that I'd classify as most likely to be true. The Oblivion Remaster or remake is real, it is indeed a project that exists. It's being developed by Virtuos using Unreal Engine 5. and it will be released sometime in 2025. As for other details, I think that these could probably be true, but I wouldn't quite put money on it. I think it will probably be a remake with some tweaks to freshen up the pain points in gameplay, but I doubt there will be any huge overhauls due to Bethesda's philosophy of remasters feeling the same as when you first played them. They did outsource this to Virtuos though, so who knows if they feel the same about it. I do think it will ultimately be available on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation platforms, but with an initial Game Pass exclusivity. That just seems to make sense in the greater context of Microsoft and Xbox and how they do things. And whenever it is announced, I think it will have a very short time frame between the announcement and when it releases, like 6 weeks or less. The question remains, however, when do we think we're going to see that announcement? Will we get an official announcement at the Developer Direct as per the initial rumors? I don't know. I think realistically it could be about a 50-50 shot at this point. Before the official Developer Direct announcement, all the insider speculation was pointing at an Oblivion Remaster being the, quote, secret game reveal for 2025. The past couple of years have established a pattern where 4 games are set to be featured during the January presentation, and they end up sneaking in a surprise 5th game during the Developer Direct. It was Hi-Fi Rush 2 years ago, and last year it was Visions of Mana, so it kind of makes sense to throw Oblivion in there this year, right? Well, the stars haven't quite aligned yet, because once the Developer Direct was officially announced on January 9th, we saw that the industry insiders started to sing a different tune. This graphic shows 1 less game set to be featured this year compared to previous years, and the 4th mystery game they'll focus on is rumored to be an entry in a, quote, legendary Japanese IP. If that's the case, then Oblivion would have to be a 2nd secret game reveal this year, which is certainly plausible but a lot less likely. On top of that, if we look at other notable games coming out in the near future, an Oblivion Remake announcement just weeks before Avowed releases might steal some thunder from the launch of that game. So while I would love nothing more than to get the Oblivion announcement this January, I'm not convinced that we will. I really hope I'm wrong though. But if we're counting on that rumored June release date, maybe we'll see something during PAX East in May. What do you think? Will they surprise us with an announcement or maybe a teaser during the Developer Direct? Is there really even enough evidence that this project still exists, or am I crazy for thinking this game is all but confirmed at this point? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe for more. Until next time, see ya!